Today we're in the 8th in my casual 20 and 20, and it's already off to a bit of a chaotic start. Not only because of the wet benches, which is, didn't see that coming. Whew. You might notice I'm in a little bit of a slower mood today, and that's for a number of reasons we can leave for another vlog. It's been one of those weeks. And today started off in a continuation of that when I tried to go to the Musée Jacques-André, I believe. It's a museum that everybody's talked about. When I say everybody, I've heard a lot about it. I've wanted to go for a long time. It is an hôtel particulier, meaning that it's an old mansion, right? Like it used to be somebody's private residence. And now they're displaying their collection to the world, as well as being able to see what it looks like to live in, it looks like a Second Empire home. There's a line, which is a really nice example of what the 8th has to offer. Lots of Osmanian, Second Empire, lots of interesting architecture that you think of kind of stereotypically when you think of Paris. But it has a lot of other stuff too, like the pagoda, which is not very far from here. This interesting mixture of architectural styles that really stands out like a sore thumb, and not just because it's a very swollen red. The 8th, for all the crap that I give it, has a lot going on, a lot of interesting things to see. And honestly, I think it's a place that you should ride around on your bike, because you're going to see a wide variety of very interesting architecture everywhere you go. You can always pop into a park like Parc Monceau here. It's not like my favorite park, but I do really like this park, especially for a nice picnic. Speaking of Second Empire, this one is very much made to look and feel a lot older than it actually is. And it kind of fooled me when I first moved here. I definitely thought like, wow, they found all these ancient ruins and turned it into a park. Like this one really suckered me in when I first moved here. I really wanted it to be real. Anyways, the reason that we're not going to the Musée Jacques-André, if I'm saying that correctly, is because there was a massive line. For whatever reason, I thought for once, I always book in advance. And this time I was like, I'll just go. They say you can buy them at the ticket office. That's great. Looks like it's about an hour wait. They're sold out. And there was a huge line, which I'm guessing means that you can still get in if you were willing to wait long enough, which I'm not. I'm not in the mood to wait. I'm not in the mood to stand outside in a line. So I thought I'd ride my bike a little bit. We'll see what we find. Parc Monceau, highly worth coming and visiting. Not necessarily for first-time visitors, but you know, if you live here or if you are gonna be here for a while, great spot to get some photos. Even go for a run if you're a runner. There's also these really cool raised roads behind St. Augustine. Let's go to St. Augustine, actually. I haven't been there in a while. And then I've got a backup museum, so we can make this work. Dead Christmas trees, anyone? The streets that are basically bridges that like go overhead. Don't know why these are the way they are. I'm sure there's some really interesting history behind it. I find them very fun. And every time I stumbled on them in the past, I was like, what was this? And then I would struggle to find them again after. So I'm trying to help you out with this. If you go to St. Augustine, walk behind it to the right, you'll find those. Anyways, I want to go inside St. Augustine, and then I have a museum to go check out. And I think that's going to be the 8th for today. That's a pretty good day of the 8th.